Hey guys, sitting underneath the bridge in Horny Brook. Pretty average day, as you can see here. Miserable, rainy, no one around, which sometimes you need to do this when you fish. Today I'm just going to use some barbs underneath the bridge. Going to low tides. Another guy called 3-foot flathead over there. It's just going to get rigged up. Rod combo, 3000 reel, 2 to 4 kg rod. I have brought my bag with me over here, so if there's any that I catch, I'm going to take home for feed, and let's get on. Current is super strong. It'd be better to fish it around the slack tide or slack water because of the current. The current pushes really strong around these groins here. You can fish all the way up there. There's the groins there and you get exposed, but low tide's probably not the best place to fish this. I reckon there's some fish around. You never know. Sometimes you just got to fish when you have time. You can't wait for a perfect moon or perfect tide. Sometimes you just have to go out and fish and see what's there. See if the fish are biting. The knot I normally use is a double uni knot. It's not the strongest knot. I know FG is better, but fluorocarbon. So this one's about 12. Cheap TEMU brand. I don't know what this is, but it works. Hopefully I don't snag this fish trap, because I posted online on Reddit and the guys are like, you're pretty brave using a barb land-based, because I reckon it just gets snagged so quickly. And he might actually be right. I might be a bit stupid using barbs, but you know what? You live and you learn, don't you? Some S factor on. Fish trap. The Zerek Fish Trap. Professional craft series. There's stronger wires inside. See how we go. Very popular destination. I've got these shoes which are sort of like reef rock shoes, which are pretty good. So just see how he swims in the water. It's a bit weird, it doesn't really swim properly. The good thing about the barb is when it's stationary like that, it does get a little bit of wiggle and action, but this one seems a little bit different. The tail doesn't seem like it swims as good as the Fat Betty yesterday, but it could be a design default. I did see a few reviews saying a guy bought 4 and 2 of them actually didn't work that well, so we'll see if I catch any fish on it. I reckon if there is an issue with it, I might take it back to Anaconda and just complain about it, because it's got like a good pulling action. It's a bit like the clutch. The Dawa double clutch has a similar type of feel to it. It feels like at some point it's got some friction. It must be that vibration. Just trying different techniques. So this one I'm going down like that. The other one was a lot more than it is. So what is this? 6. So we give this guy a little try. See how we go. Hopefully he swims a little bit better. So let's just have a look at him. Bumps over there. You can see in the distance there. There's definitely some sort of rough terrain. I can feel it in my hand when I'm picking it up. I don't think it's a bite. I think you can see the tip of the rod. Maybe undulated ground surface. Weird, very strange. It's a weird feeling. It doesn't feel like, see if I can get it out further. I might try to put this tripod down over here. Oh, there's something there that hit it. That was a bite. Something definitely bit it there. So it wasn't too hard, but it was there. I reckon there's a fish interested in it. Pause, wait. That's the thing with plastics, you got to be patient. As soon as you think there's no bite, probably my biggest concern is losing this camera. My rod down there for a sec. So it's just fully super rainy, overcast conditions, no one in sight, which is pretty cool to fish in, but if you guys want to brave it. So as I said, super rainy. That's what I'm using at the moment. And I just got a nice bite on the corner. So I'm going to try the pylons and see how I go again. See if we can lift this up a little bit like that. Cool, so see how we go. This one, nice big cast out there. Trying to get close to those pylons, because I know that's where most of the fish are, but it's pretty hard. I casted my fish trap actually onto the highway, which is crazy. It's a really cool spot to fish though, if you're land-based. I saw a guy catch 3 flathead on plastics, and that really got me intrigued in starting to use plastics. Before I was sort of a bait fisherman, and I didn't actually think you could catch fish with plastics. I thought it was just a sales thing. So hopefully this session I can get something so I can make a video, because that would be pretty embarrassing if there's something there. I think that's a bream. Feels like a bream. Small little taps, nothing. It's cast. I'm going to try cast, move this camera a little bit this way. I'm going to cast on that side. So let's see if I can get anything in this little corner here. So Seems to be better if I can just get that tail going. I think it's too... I'm just going to try different techniques and see how I go. Over here, I'm just going to try, just smash it back. So that sort of didn't work. That guy back in there. Let's go bream fishing. If the bream are around. Nice thing about the uni knot is it's a rumble. Okay, give it another shot. The wind has down a little bit, so that bridge, and then see how I go over there. Do a few casts, I reckon, if I catch anything. Might be some bigger fish outside. Let's take these things, cast a few off there, and then we can call it quits. That trolley is like a trolley in the water. Let's give it a walk. Shouldn't take me too long to walk this distance. Let's just check out the river. I reckon it's going full low, so it's freaking low. Chuck a plastic over here. Yeah, check how low the flats are. You can see that. See right through there. It's not deep at all. So I reckon the best bet is that. A bit of a trip. It's 600 meters. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully the walk is worth it. I reckon there might be some other people fishing there, but who knows? I might be the only crazy person. But at this time, actually, don't know what time it is. Probably looking towards 5 o'clock, but hopefully I can get back before it's dark. But I think there's some lights here anyway, so it's pretty good. You can already see it in the distance. Some beacons there. There's no one actually fishing out here. Other tide, I came here. I walked all the way out to along the flats. There's water here now, so I don't know why. Must be different tide systems, but I guess you start to learn all of that when you actually start fishing more and more and doing stuff like that. So it's a bit chilly. It's nice that they built this fishing platform. It is good because there's no parking here either, so it reduces the crowds. But you do get some people that actually sleep and this little section overnight sort of thing, which isn't sort of ideal. But I guess for a land-based fisher like myself, who doesn't have a boat, sort of good access point. It's what's good about Brisbane. It's a cool spot to fish. I might also just put my camera there as well to see a long way to go for fish. Things you do for fishing. You can actually jog, warm up. I feel like I'm in the army. It looks so close, but actually when you start walking, it's actually pretty far. Maybe a kilometer. I just want a few flicks. So a long way to walk for a few flicks. Woo. Enjoy that shower when I get home. I hope I've rigged this thing up correctly. Now this is the most popular color. This is the white spot color. You can see the little white spots. It's the 3-inch. This is a 1/6 jig head with a 1/0 hook, and it's a BKK hook. So super sharp. I have no idea why there's a little hook, why there's a little thing at the bottom. I think maybe if you rig it, you can rig it differently. But how I normally rig it is like that, so not completely straight. But the more you re-rig this, the worse it actually gets. So I'll just leave it on and see how it swims. You can see not really completely. The legs are posted in the water, close to sort of like rub more S factor on. So we're nearly there. Things you do for fishing, and I might actually be the only one fishing at this time because it's not even high tide. I reckon high tide there would be people here, but low tide, I think there's maybe one person fishing. I can see. There'll be bait fishers, I reckon. I don't think this is a big soft plastics thing because you've got to get moving around. So I'm just interested to see if I hit anything because the water's deeper here. I saw some guys catching big snapper from the pylon, so I know that there are snapper on these pylons. It's a bit hard to access it if you don't have a boat. So I guess the best tide would probably be high tide here. I don't know if this thing is recording. Yep, it's still recording. So you fish, we're nearly there actually. So the best tide I reckon is high tide at this fishing platform. Best way to get here is actually by scooter. If you guys have a scooter, electric scooter would be ideal, but even if you have a manual scooter, just park at Brighton Park. You can even park on the other side by the children's playground, and you can just take a little scooter. I've seen guys that have bicycles that have like crates attached to it at the back. So I reckon this water is probably going to be like, I don't know. I don't even think it's going to be that deep actually. It's a pretty flipping long way to go. So I'm probably going to look like a bit of a tool. But anyway, It's part of having fun. And anyway, I'm getting exercise, so that's a good thing, isn't it? Well, I think so. So if you guys are in Brisbane itself, you should definitely come and check this out. Get some exercise, go for fish, catch a feed, and I got my bag here today, so hopefully if there's anything I do catch. Are you kidding me? There's one guy fishing, I think, so we'll have to see how it goes. Might spot prawns. If he's hanging around there and he's not fishing, he's a bait for sure. Smelly, pilchard. But you see how the water's definitely gotten deeper here. I think this is the channel, so you can see the green and the red. I reckon that's where the boats come through with the channel. So that's the channel out. That's the channel out. So I'll flick it off the end there and see if I can get anything. I wonder where his rods are. Oh, there's another guy fishing there. So it's a bit weird filming when there's people, talking to myself. Looks like he just got there now. Oh, he's packing up and leaving. So maybe he didn't get anything. I'll ask him if he got anything. Any luck today? Oh man, this is so much deeper, so much nicer. I was just playing around there in the shallows. This is much better. I hope this whole prawn works. The guy catches a lot of, what are those fish called? Mangrove jack off this whole prawn. So, and it's all in the action. Even plastics, just like you get, you rig it, how it moves in the water, the color. So we'll have to see what happens with this one. Oh, there's some birds over there, so that looks pretty good. And that guy, you see, he's got a scooter. Might be on something there. So, nothing. See how we go. Up to swear. Ooh, it's a long way down there, mate. I wasn't planning to fish this area, but I might as well see how I go. Hey, any luck? Oh, that's good. Some flatheads, some bream. Ooh, it is getting a bit nipster, I reckon. This. Ooh, it's getting cold. I think I'm going to leave soon. It's pretty miserable. Oh, ooh, it's cold. Something there. It's a bream.